Hello everyone, welcome again to another Dimension X digital toy review, and we have something super cool today. Just hit the shelves literally today as far as I know. It is Wednesday. I went to go check my local Target and their NECA section, and what do you know, they had the NECA IT 2017 Pennywise accessory set. Now this is mostly geared towards the 2017 version, however they did say that it should be compatible with the 1990 version as well if you wanted it to be. So I have a spare head here, and we're gonna test that out. But let's dive right in. So this is the accessory box. It has this really cool artwork of Pennywise in the gutter. A couple of the other accessories are hiding up over here. Has the SS Georgie. It's not a window box though, so you can't really see what's in it. It says some stuff on or it shows some stuff on the back. It has the diorama with the rain gutter, what do you call this? Like the doll that's based off the Tim Curry design, the balloon, which they already come with so many balloons, but I think this one actually says like I love dairy or something like that. And then the Jack in the Box from I think it's the scene at the house. So yeah, other than that, it's pretty standard, packaging. Has, just a vague description up here. All right, so let's open them up, see what's in it. All right, and there's a lot of cool stuff. So there you go. That's what's inside the box there. So it looks like we have the street diorama with the rain gutter, the 1990 puppet, the Jack in the Box here. It's in two separate pieces. The red balloon, which, what the hell? It's just a red balloon. I thought it was supposed to say something. That's kind of weird. I mean, look at the Pennywise. The 1990 Pennywise comes with so many balloons already, and I already have one out that's with my figure, so don't know why we needed another balloon, especially one that doesn't say anything. I thought it said like I heart dairy or turn back now or something, but anyways, comes with the SS Georgie, which you also already get with at least the 1990 Pennywise comes with one, but you do get the Georgie arm, which is pretty cool because I don't have one of those. So let's start taking stuff out and take a look at it, and we'll see how it all looks. So, oh man, hold on, pause the video real quick, I'll be right back. Okay, and I'm back. Sorry, I forgot I had my X-Acto knife at our studio. So I had to get my pocket knife out. Alright, so here is the Jack in the Box piece, and be careful because I think some of the paint got stripped off. Yeah, it's a little gummy feeling. That's kind of a bummer. Right off the bat. See, I don't know if that's, I think it's just paint residue or tape residue, so that's okay. All right, whatever. The handle, it does turn. That's cool. I don't think it, yeah, there's no mechanism or anything, so there's no action on that. But it's got the lid that opens and closes, and it has this little graphic here on the front. So I'll set that aside. And let's get out the actual piece that goes with the Jack in the Box. Oh, that's barely on. Awesome. They took mercy on us this time. Alright, so here's the piece that goes on the Jack in the Box. It's got a really nice sculpt on it. Do the arms move? They go from, they can fan out to the side. Okay. Just barely. But enough. Really nice sculpt on the face though. Nice paint job. There's not like bleeding lines or anything like that. And it looks like he probably just sticks right in there. So it's alright, cool. Yeah, he just slides right in. Cool, so there's the Jack in the Box piece. Nice little creepy accessory. Alright, set him over there. And let's get out that 90s Pennywise puppet. That was kind of a cool little detail in the movie. Nice little homage to Tim Curry, and I mean, Skarsgård, he did a good job with Pennywise. He was nice and creepy. He definitely tried to do something different than Tim Curry did which I respect. I hate it when people remake something and just do the same thing. He really made it his own. But I mean, I was born in '84, and I saw the movie on VHS probably in 1990 or '91, and man, that movie stuck with me. It's still one of my favorites. I mean, it hasn't aged great, but it's still so creepy. Like, there are certain scenes that still really work. It's not perfect, but it's definitely a huge part of my growing up and my childhood. So and Tim Curry's performance was just outstanding. He's easily the best part of the movie. So let's take a look at this guy. He looks pretty cool. He's got some nice two-tone paint on his face. He's not just white paint. There's a little bit of blue, highlighting in here to give him a bit of a shadowy look, which really works well. His colors are kind of muted, and his arms move, and his neck moves, but his legs do not. But that's okay. He's got a little articulation in his feet, though. But he's a cool little creepy doll. I mean, you can just set that on your desk and have some fun with it. Oh, does it stand though? There's the real issue. Will you stand? Seems a little off kilter, actually. Oh, bummer. Come on. Oh well. We'll play with him again later. The balloon, I think I'm just gonna leave that in there. I really don't need it. So we'll just leave that there. Might as well get out the SS Georgie. I don't think my other one's out of the box, so. Alright. So here's the famous cursed vessel. Oh, come on. Just focus. There we are. The vessel SS Georgie, which it looks pretty cool. Be kind of nice if there was a little bit of newsprint on it, but I can't remember if in the new version, if they made it out of newspaper or not. It might have just been a folded piece of paper, so maybe it is accurate. I don't know. I'll have to look at the one that comes with the 1990 version. Yeah, just a nice little prop there for the gutter scene. So let's set that over there until we need it. Let's take a look at Georgie's arm here. That's so morbid. It's great. Oh yeah, look at that. It's got some bones sticking out, big chunk of flesh hanging off. It's got some lighter blood going down the sides of the yellow raincoat. His hand is got some two-tone paint on there. So, what a time to be alive when you can go into a toy store or go into a department store and get a toy of a severed 5 or 6 year old kid's hand or arm. Yeah, cool little accessory. I mean, you could use this with either the 2017 or the 1990 version. Great creepy prop. So let's set that there. Let's take a look at the Pennywise that comes with it. So I'm going to pause this until he's out. All right, and we're back. Good thing I paused it, because that twist tie on the head really did not want to come off. So let's look at the diorama base here first. So it's got looks like it's got the gutter here, some grass, which is nice, really nicely painted. It's got green, black, and kind of a black undertone, give it a real nice dimension there. And you have this cool translucent water that is running. It's even running up against the sides of the gutter and down into the storm drain. So that's really cool. So let's see, put that down. Let's take a look at the Pennywise head. So there is a Pennywise head, and it's kind of a bust, I guess you could call it. And he's definitely got a cool little paint job on him. It's kind of shadowy. His eyes are nice and bright, because in the movie it's kind of like he has kind of a glowing eye kind of effect during that scene. He's got his big, ruffle thing here in his shoulders. So if you do a head swap with the Tim Curry one, unless you have a spare figure to put the different ruffles of his neck on there, it's probably not going to be 100% movie accurate, but you could always throw it on if you wanted to. So hopefully, I'm really hoping this is interchangeable, because it looks like it's done a little bit differently. Doesn't look like it, actually, now that I look at it. Oh wait, yes, I think you can. But I think you have to take the whole head off, and that's going to be a little tricky. Anyways, so let's see what he looks like inside the storm drain. So let's try to get him looking up a little bit. All right, let me get here. Tell you what, let me position him over here. That's pretty cool. He looks really nice and creepy. And, he even has shoulders there, you know, if you depending on where you're looking at him. He definitely looks cool. What a cool idea, honestly, you know. That would look cool on a shelf kind of at eye level. And you know, maybe put Georgie's arm up here, maybe the SS Georgie going down, you know, but that's pretty cool. Well, that's a really cool idea. So that's neat. I really like that paint job on him, how he kind of is hiding in the shadows there. So let's try to switch out the Tim Curry head and see how that looks. Give me a sec. I'm going to pause the video again and try it and see how that works out. All right, I'm back. So I'm actually gonna show you how you can do this because it's a little weird. I didn't think it was gonna work. So if you look at the Tim Curry heads, they have this kind of long neck with a big ball socket on the bottom there, and this head has like a little ball joint right. Hold on, let me get in focus. Right in there. So I didn't think it was gonna work, but his neck kind of goes down into here. So I popped that off. And I might as well. I only have one Tim Curry it figure, so I'm gonna take the opportunity to see what it looks like. Take the ruffle off and put it on him and see how it looks. So give me a second here. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and put this scary head on. It's my favorite one. Oh yeah, that snaps right on. So there you go. Not going to have accurate shoulders, but hey, I don't think it's the end of the world. So let's see how he looks chilling under there. Let's see if there's enough height. Oh, yeah. There you go. Here. There we are. That is cool. I'm definitely going to be displaying him with the Tim Curry head, that's for sure. That's awesome. Straight out of my childhood nightmares. Let's see, let's get the boat going in. Maybe get the arm lying up here. That's a cool little display. Definitely a cool display. You know, I don't know. I know there's like the Funko small figures, so I don't know if there's any of the Losers Club available, kind of in the scale to this, but definitely. I mean, you put this eye level, or I might even put it at the back of my desk over there, just to have something. But yeah, that's really cool. Let's see how he'll look if we leave him. Oh yeah, see if it's perfect. There you go. Put that on your desk. Let your kids walk by. My daughter hates this figure. My son thinks it's awesome. So he'll probably get a kick out of this when he finally sees it. But yeah, so that's the 2017 accessory pack. So again, you get the Pennywise bust, the 1990 homage doll, the Jack in the Box. Oh, let's keep us in focus. The Georgie arm, of course, the Diorama, and the SS Georgie. So, oh, and of course that worthless balloon. So as far as value goes, you know, I talked about, you know, the kind of value being missing there with the NECA Mothra in my last video. I'd say this one's pretty on there. It retails for, I think the cheapest you're going to find this is like $27.99. Target had it for $29.99. I think it was like $32 after tax or something like that. So, you know, I guess value is a little subjective. I'm happy with this. I think that there's enough detail in this, like with the translucent water. All the paint apps are awesome. The only problem I have is this guy does not want to stand up. So if you want to display him, you might have to get a little creative. And that worthless balloon, like, see, I mean, I already have a red Pennywise balloon. I could have swore it was supposed to say something. Maybe I'm thinking of the Ultimate Dancing Pennywise is coming out soon. So I'm not 100% sure. But if you are a big fan of it, which I mean I am, it is probably my favorite fictional book. It's easily my favorite Stephen King book. The Tim Curry Pennywise is a huge part of my childhood. I did really like the 2017 movie. There's all the actors in it are wonderful. Skarsgård does a really good job, kind of like I said, making Pennywise his own. They took it very seriously, which I was glad. I'm really happy it was an R-rated horror movie. I was terrified it was going to be PG-13 when they announced it. Especially after they switched directors and the script was rewritten. The development was not an easy one. But yeah, I'm really interested in seeing how chapter 2 turns out, because I love the book. I read the book maybe every year or two. I think I read it for the first time in the 5th grade. Maybe it was the 6th grade. I can't remember. But I love the book. It's written in just such a, God, it's so detailed. It always inspires me every time I read it. It makes me want to get creative and write a short story or something, just because it really captures my imagination every time I read it. So I'm really curious to see how the next chapter turns out. And you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking because everyone always says the adult section is the worst part of the 1990 movie, and the kids are the best part, and that's the more interesting part of the story. I really think that they might kind of work that to their advantage in this version. I don't know how. I mean, they do have a lot of big actors in it, so they might be giving them a lot more screen time. Of course, these actors are, they're all great actors, so we'll see what they can do. Maybe they can work with the story and make it a little more interesting. But yeah, I'm really curious to see how it goes. There's definitely some potential for it to be very, very cool. So, and next week we should be seeing the ultimate dancing Pennywise figure hitting Targets. Probably by next check. Don't bother if you're looking for that one. Don't bother this week. It's not going to be there, unless maybe the East Coast. You guys might get a little earlier than us over here on the West. But if you're ever looking to hunt NECA stuff, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are your best days to look at Target, because those are the days the reps come and restock. If your rep is good, he's going to have stuff there on Wednesday. Like I work early shifts on Wednesdays. So when I get off work, I go straight to my Target, because I do their ambassador thing at that store too. So I go anyways. The rep is either there when I get there, or has already been there by 3:30. The new stuff, this was on the shelf already when I got there, and lots of new stuff. There was tons of the new Alien vs. Predator video game figures. The Nun 8-inch clothes figure was there. The new Coraline figure was on there. Amazingly, they had some Atomic Breath Shin Godzillas, but they didn't have any new NECA Godzilla stuff, which I thought was weird. Oh, and they had all the Golden Girls. So yeah, next week, by next Wednesday, start checking your Targets. I'm definitely, I don't have any of the 2017 Pennywises yet, because my favorite part of the whole movie was the Deadlight scene when his mouth opens up and it's like nothing but teeth and the lights in his throat, and that figure comes with that head, and I want to display that. And he comes with a really cool tentacle head and the big spider arms too. So I've been holding out hope for that one. So next week, hopefully by next Wednesday or Thursday, I'll be able to do a review of that one, unless I get my hands on it early like I did with the Mothra. So bottom line for the accessory pack, this is so cool. I mean, this alone is worth the price, especially if you're a big fan of It or Stephen King. Definitely check out this. This, there might be a couple pieces like this. I might trade this off to someone who wants it. This is pretty cool. I'll probably hang on to it, so we'll see. But this alone is worth picking up. And you get a nice bust with this really cool creative paint job as well for the 2017 version. If you're a bigger fan of the Skarsgård over the Tim Curry version, by all means display what you love. But yeah, cool little set. I'm really glad I was able to get my hands on it today. It's always a thrill when you walk into your NECA section and it's just full of new product. So check it out. We did a little work on the set today, by the way. So this weekend, I know we have something going on, but we did some paint apps today that the weather held us up on. I'm making the mold of our tentacle monster, which I showed in the last video. So there's definitely going to be some stuff. And Friday morning, our DimensionX, DimensionXDigital.com is officially launching We'll have a new logo. I'm going to have an introductory video on there. Our review of Godzilla King of the Monsters is going to be on there. So we're going to have a nice busy weekend, a lot of new content. So if you can, subscribe to my channel. Maybe find me on Instagram. If you go to our website, dimensionxdigital.com, there's links for both Instagram and YouTube. Those are the two social media formats I'm going to focus on. I'm not big on Facebook. I'm not big on Twitter. So those two are good ones to follow on. And those will kind of give you a preview of the movies we're going to talk about, the toys we're going to review, stuff like that. And once the site launches, I'm really going to be more diligent on it too. So yeah, give me a like, give me a subscribe if you can. I've been having a blast doing these videos. It's so much fun. And the last video, we got a lot of people commenting and discussing toys. Let me know what you think of these guys. Let me know what you think of. I know there's some people burning out on the 2017 NECA figures, but I'm telling you that Ultimate Dancing Pennywise, if you've been holding out for one, that's gonna be the one to get. Although that Well House version, I've come this close to buying it several times, but I'm holding out for that Ultimate Dancing version. So again, if you can find the accessory pack, I say go for it. It's a cool little display. I mean, just the diorama alone is worth it, in my opinion. So until next time, guys, stay tuned. We have a lot coming up. So take care.